All right, folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is Black Success Magazine, the podcast. It is 2021, folks, and this is our first show of the year. Very excited about this. I don't know about you folks, but 2021, I'm looking for not just good things to happen, I'm looking for excellent things to happen. I want this to be the best year yet. As a matter of fact, my wife and I were discussing this earlier as I was dropping her off at work this morning because my wife loves what she does and she would never trade that for the world. So we were talking about all the things that we're going to do this year, and that's what you've got to do. This show today is going to really be about planning your best year yet. I'm writing a book on it, and I think that this is going to be. And what we'll do is we'll actually post some of the checklist for this on our website. We won't do it today, and I'll explain that in just a minute because we've got so many things we're doing today. This isn't going to be just a remarkable day today, folks. It's going to be the start of something crazy. So I just want to let you know about that. A little bit of homework here, or excuse me, a little bit of housekeeping here. I want to share with you that Black Success Magazine. I'm going to share the screenshot with you here. Where's it at? Okay, there it goes. I'm going to share this with you. If you just go to our web page, which is www.blacksuccessmagazine.com, you can actually go to our website and you can actually check out this magazine. So Black Success Magazine is up. Just go to the front page, go all the way down to the bottom of the page, and you're going to actually be able to see it. And I'm just so excited about it. This has been something that started quite a while ago, and I'm kind of flipping through it for you. But that's what the front of it looks like right there. I was kind of checking it out before I showed you what the show looks like. But you can actually go to our website at blacksuccessmagazine.com, check that out for the magazine, and that's probably the best way you can start out your 2021 is by checking out our website, checking out the magazine. We've got videos there, we've got podcasts, we've got, of course, phones that are ringing all the time, and this is the way my year is going to be all year long. It's going to be nothing but pandemonium, craziness. And let me tell you what we're doing today. So I wanted to let you know about what we're doing today. Today, I officially become an executive producer of a show, and it's called Las Vegas Speaks. And Las Vegas Speaks is it's going to be hopefully what we believe is going to be a weekly broadcast. Businesses, success stories, community, civic, fantastic stories about things that are going on, not just locally here in Las Vegas, but around the world. So we're going to be reaching out to all the folks who want to get on TV. Once again, it's called Las Vegas Speaks. We'll be in front of about 300 million people, I believe, once the broadcast gets out there. Our first show today, should be Victoria Seaman, who is a city councilman, will be on it. We've got Ken Alber, who is going to be on it. He's a construction guy, and a remarkable story. I'll tell you, his story is probably the most remarkable thing. This is actually very cool. So Ken Alber will be on it, and many, many more. And Robbie Thomas is going to be on there, so I'm looking forward to Robbie going to be on the show. And then, and yours truly will be on there. And I want to talk a little bit, because I know a lot of you probably heard part of my story, but I want you to hear the full Monty about what's going on with yours truly. So today, once again, let's talk about planning your best year yet, your first week. Okay, this is really important, that you not only, have goals and aspirations for a year, but you plan it. But you really get it down there. Many of you know my story, but I think it bears repeating, is that I had a dream of opening a restaurant back in 2012. I put it this way, I was a real bad employee. Yeah, I'm one of those guys who I don't like to take, I have a vision. I have a vision for things. I want to see it done. and I know I can do that. So 2012, I was had a networking group called Diversity Networking Group, and I told all the guys, I said, look, Linda and I, my wife, the lovely Mrs. Ray, we are going to open a restaurant, and this is how we're going to do it. And I put together a 26-week plan to open up this restaurant, and put together a plan, showed everybody. It was an Excel spreadsheet plan, and I said, okay, this is the way it's going to go, guys. And at the end, and we even put together cards and everything else. So, and we actually opened up the shop it was actually a little over 26 weeks, but that's just because there's things that we had to do to make adjustments. That's really what you have to do in order to get something going. There's no way you're going to create great things in life unless you plan it, unless you really get it on paper, unless you get it out there. That's what this show is about today. It's not just about having a goal. It's not just about having a vision for things, okay? We all have goals. We all have visions, okay? What are the nuts and bolts to getting this thing done, okay? That's what we're going to talk about today. And because I'm working on the show today, I won't be able to get the checklist for it up to you on our website at Black Success Magazine, but we'll get the video up in maybe in another day and a half, and we will actually get that out for you also. And before I get too far, tomorrow, guys, we are going to have Tim Sanders on the show. That's right. Many of you know who Tim Sanders is. Tim Sanders was one of the execs over at Yahoo. Yeah, that's right, yahoo.com. Tim Sanders is going to be on the show tomorrow, so check it out. We'll actually have Tim Sanders on tomorrow. I'm looking really forward to this. Tim Sanders, one of the most dynamic individuals, so full of information, and just I mean, if you see nothing else this year, be here tomorrow for sure for Tim Sanders. We were going to have Roosevelt Tostin today to start off the year. Roosevelt is, one of the, I don't know, what do you call him? One of the founding fathers of broadcasting here in the city of Las Vegas. And we'll reschedule Roosevelt, so he'll be back on a little later. So I'm very excited about that. But tomorrow, Tim Sanders, thank you so much for and yeah, we thank you for those folks that are sending out love to us. I'm going to go to the comment section. Okay. Yep. So let's talk about, let me get back to my banners. There we go. Let's talk about planning the first week of your best year yet. Okay. Are you excited? I am too. Okay, let's get going. First thing you want to do, you want to create a mission statement. Okay. This is probably one of the most important things you're going to do, is creating a mission statement about what you are going to do this year. Okay. This is a declaration. Okay. And you might even want to hashtag this. I will do this. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Not maybe, not, oh, I'm going to try to do this, or gosh, I wish, if I get up early enough. No, it's not that. It's a declaration. You're saying, I will do this. This is what I'm going to do. There's a reason why you do this, folks. When you make your declaration, when you make your mission statement, is you tell your mind and you tell everybody around you, and I encourage you to tell everybody, I'm going to do this. When Linda and I were deciding that we were going to open our restaurant, we told everybody. Okay? We told everybody. And we actually even made business cards. This is before the shop ever even opened. We told everybody we're going to open a restaurant. We bought cards for it a year ahead of time that we are going to do this. And what that did is it set things in motion. Not only did it set in motion things in our mind, but it also set things in motion in everybody else's mind. Oh my gosh, these guys are moving forward in life. We told everybody, look, This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And even when we had setbacks, and even then, when we got to a point where we said, you know what, maybe we can't do this. Maybe this just wasn't meant to be. I couldn't do it. There was no way I could back out. By then, I already had told everybody we're going to do this. I'll give you an example here, folks. Boxers, people who are, MMA, UFC guys, they come out and they say, look, I'm going to knock this guy out in the first round. And, and people go, boy, you're just kind of cocky. You just tell everybody you're going to knock somebody out in the first round. Okay. What does that do psychologically? Okay. Psychologically, to you as the boxer who said this thing, you're saying, I'm going to do this. Okay. So you start working out and you're motivating yourself and you're working out, you're doing more crunches, you're doing more this, you're hitting the bag, you're visualizing it, that kind of stuff. And you can see yourself knocking this guy out. Right. And number two, what does it do to your opposition? That's right. It tells your opposition, this guy's coming for me. Oh my gosh. I cannot, let's say most UFC fights are like 3 rounds, 5 rounds. You serve notice to your opponent, your adversary, your goal that I'm coming for you. I'm not waiting till the second round, the third round, or maybe I'm going to last the entire fight. You're telling them first round, you're going down. At some point, I'm going to nail you and you're going to go down. And it puts the fear of God in your opponent that, oh my gosh, this isn't going to be one of these 5-10 rounders, I can, relax a little bit because this guy's not going to try to knock me out. Oh no, it tells everybody you are going for it. And that is powerful. You need to make a declaration. Your first thing you want to do, tell everybody. I'm going to tell you guys this year right now. So I'm making my declaration right now for you guys. But because I got a lot of goals for this year. Okay. I tend to make a lot of goals. I hit them all too. But this, I'm going to tell you one of my goals. One of my goals this year is to lose 40 pounds. Okay. 40 pounds. I will weigh myself at the end of the broadcast today. Tomorrow, I will tell you on air how much I weigh. And then by the end of the year, if not by summertime, because I'm going after this. Okay. And I know how to do this already. I'm going to lose 40 pounds. Okay. I know it's really awesome. It's audacious. It's bold. And it's very doable. Okay. Very doable. Okay. So 40 pounds. So first thing in creating your plan, create a mission statement. And it will say, this year, I will, whatever you're going to do. Okay. You let yourself know. You let everybody else know. Have somebody hold you accountable. Let friends know. Okay. All right. Number 2, follow up that declaration with the way you're going to do it. How are you going to do it? Okay. I know how I'm going to lose weight. I know now I drink coffee every day. And I know part of my issue is that, and I got a new cup here, guys, because I don't know if you can see this. We went to Boulder City this weekend, and we went to the Boulder Dam. I'll show you some pictures of it. But my wife got me a new cup, which I'm very excited about. It's a brand new cup, and it's got like this medallion in it and stuff like that. I'm so excited about it. So when I drink coffee, though, is the first thing I do is I put sugar in it. Okay, I'm done with that. We're done with the sugar in the coffee. It is going to. You can see the front of my bike, my wheel of my bike right there. Can you guys see that? That's actually a wheel to my bike. I've got a road bike that I ride here. On average, I burn about 1,000 calories a day riding my bike. Okay. And then I put it back in with sugar. So with coffee, because I drink a lot of coffee during the day. So I know one of the things I want to do, or I'm going to do, okay, not want to do. Okay, I'm already changing my vocabulary, is that I will give up sugar in my coffee in the mornings. Okay. So follow up your declaration with how are you going to do it? What are you going to do? Okay. There's a way for you to either open a business. There's a way for you to lose weight. There's a way for you to find a love relationship, whatever you're going to do. How are you going to do that? because it's not enough for you to say, I'm going to do something. How are you going to do it? Your mind, we've talked about this before, your mind knows when you're BSing. If you're BSing, that means you are not literally going to, you're just saying a lot of stuff. You've said it before. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay. One of the things that I wanted to do for this year is I wanted to become a movie producer. I wanted to be a producer of shows. Guess when that's going to happen? Today. Okay. The first working week of the year. It's already happening. I've got a series of things that I'm going to do this year. That one of them has already happened. Another one is going to happen today. Well, actually, one of them I fulfilled last year. But the next goal that I have for the year happens today. You've got to say what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. Okay. Number 3. What's the time frame that you're going to do it? Okay. Once again, folks, this is Black Success Magazine, the podcast. We deal in reality here, folks. If you're going to do something, we want to give you the tools to do it. What time frame are you going to do your project? Okay. If you are going to lose weight, okay, whether I'm shooting for the entire year, okay, I want this to be sustainable, but I'm going to hit this before that, guys. I'm going to hit it way before that. I know I am. Okay. I'm that guy. Yes, I'm that overachieving guy. I'm going to do it before that because I've got things to do. I cannot lead you and I cannot ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. 2012, I led a group of, there were 45 of us, 50 of us in the room. And I said, look, this year I'm going to train for a marathon and I'm going to lose 50 pounds in the process. And guess what? I said, how many of you are on board with this project? And I think we had at least a dozen people, even probably more than a dozen people who said, yes, hey, Sherm, let's go for it. Woohoo, let's get going, okay? And guess what? We had a lot of people lose 50 pounds. I mean, not just one or two, a lot of people. We had one couple between the two of them probably lost close to 150 pounds between the two of them. I mean, they were rocking it. We said, you've got to put in your mind a time frame on what you're going to do. It can't be, I'm going to do it, or I want to lose weight at some point. Okay, because that could be between now and lunchtime, and then you gain it all back. Okay, no, you're going to lose weight. And let's use that as an example. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose 40 pounds in 12 months. Very doable. Okay, that's really not a lot. Okay, but I'm not a really big guy. And I'm not that much overweight. But I know I want to hit 40 pounds. Okay. I'm going to do it in this time frame. And your mind says, oh, I've got that much time. When we launched Black Success Magazine, we told everybody, I think 6 months before, no, it wasn't that long. I think we said them 4 or 5 months before that we were going to launch the magazine in October. Other than a couple of setbacks because of COVID and some issues that we had, we launched the magazine December 15th. And I said, that's a hard break, guys. That's my hard line. That's where it's going to be at. And guess what, folks? It launched December 15th. Come hook or by crook, it's going to go. Okay. And our next issue is coming out in March. So if you want to be a part of Black Success Magazine, you want to be an advertiser, you've got a great story. We're already developing stories for it right now. If you'd like to be in Black Success Magazine for the March edition, you've got to get a hold of me because it's going out. I'm not waiting for anybody, guys. This is going out. We've got great stories already coming in, and that's where it's going to be. So send me an email at info@blacksuccessmagazine.com and say, hey, Sherm, I want to be in the magazine. I want you to consider my story to be in the magazine. We'd love to. Or if you want to be an advertiser, just send me an email, okay? So for your best year yet, you're planning your best year yet, this first week, what is the time frame of the goal that you're going to do it? Okay. All right. Next, before we run out of time, because I'll talk all day long. List the things that you need to get it done. Okay. What do you need to get this plan done? In order for me to lose weight, I know that in order to do that, I can drink coffee, can't do sugar. Okay. That's part of my list. I got to, the sugar's going. Okay. It's not maybe I'll have a little sugar or maybe I'll cheat or something like that. No, it's got to go. In order for me to get to where I want, and this is one of my goals, I got to get this done. I got to get sorry. I want to show you the emblem for Boulder City. This is actually the Boulder City Dam, which a great little hotel that my wife and I stay at. In order to lose weight, I've got to stop the sugar intake. Got to start eating healthy. So I'm putting together a list of the things that I need to do. I need to exercise. And so you've got to begin to list what you're going to do in order to get this done. When I opened my restaurant, I put together an Excel spreadsheet. It listed every single thing that I needed to get done to open a restaurant. And I don't have it with me right now, but I'll give you the analogy. I put together the spreadsheet. It started me at 0, where I was at, and it went down after 26 weeks to opening the restaurant. At the end of every week, I had to have this particular thing. In 7 days, I had to have a list of things done at the end of the week to get in order to add up at the back to 26-week opening date. And other than a couple of things that I had to adjust to get it done, we were pretty much on track. Okay. I mean, we opened our restaurant. The funny thing about it is people were surprised that we were actually able to do that. And I showed everybody the list. I mean, I showed people this list and said, look, guys, this is my Excel spreadsheet. I'm just one of those people that I need to see it. And found out that works. It works every time. If you've got an ingredient, it's like a recipe. Many of you are restaurateurs. If you have a recipe for a cake, all you got to do is follow the recipe. You follow the recipe the time, you don't deviate from it. You don't add this or take away that. Or if you do, it better be within the confines of that recipe. It's going to work. Okay. It works every time. Success is the same way. Opening a business is the same way. If you follow the recipe, at the end of the time, it's going to work. So don't be surprised when it works, okay? That's why I'm telling you right now, you want to be successful this year, whatever you want to get done this year, all you got to do is in your first week, list the things that you've got to get done and how you're going to do it, what it's going to take to get it done, and follow the recipe. That's all there is to it. This is not rocket science. It really isn't. The only person that's going to stop you from getting where you want to go is you getting off track. And there's so many things. I mean, there really is. There's a lot of things that will get you off track. Just get back on track. Especially if you're getting older in life, you get more serious about things. I know personally, I'm really serious about things. There are relationships that I've said, done. There are things that I love to do, no more. Okay. Because it's not like I was, 20 years old and I've got, 30 years to do nothing. Okay. I'm a little older. This year, I'm actually going to be a lot older than what I was 20 years ago. And so, that you've got to start thinking about this. So list the things that you will need to get whatever you're going to get done. We call this the what. Okay. What are you going to do? List those things. Okay. Let's talk about short-term goals. Okay. How will you know? So we're going to talk about short, medium, and long-term goals. Short-term goals could be, I don't know, it could be time-wise, or it could be as in months, or it could be in days. Okay. Short-term goals could be saying, hey, my short-term goal is to get clothing to get this particular project done. Okay. That could be a short-term goal. Okay. That could be something you can get done pretty quick. You know why you set short-term goals is because it gives you momentum. It gets things rolling. Okay. It gets really things rolling. The show that we're going to be producing today in just a couple of hours, and actually I will film part of it and then I'll show it to you tomorrow because I think it's going to be very cool. I'm just very excited about the crew and the whole studio and all this other stuff. It is just the beginning of what we're going to be doing. It really is. I've got a whole master plan. My wife and I were talking about it today, and she was going, yes, 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 baby, yes. Okay. And so it's just the beginning, but that's part of my short-term goal. Once we get this show taped and aired, that's actually part of my short-term goal. That's over. Okay. That's literally only takes about a week, but it's part of my plan. How do I know, or how do you know that your short-term goal is complete? It's when you complete it. But the only way you're going to know that is if you write down your whole long-range plan of what you're going to do. Does that make sense to you? You need to write it down and say, okay, this is what I'm going to get done. And at this particular point, this should be done. When I was opening my restaurant, I knew I had 26 short-term goals. Every week, I knew that if I completed that task, it was done. I go to the next one. Next week goes by, I get that one done. Next one. And you build momentum. You build momentum. Let's continue on. Your medium goal, okay? Your midterm goal. Once again, it could be months, it could be projects, but you need to know at a midway point in your project that you've got this done. How are you going to know? You've got it listed. You've got whatever you got done listed. It starts at 0, midway point of it, you got to get this done. If you've got, like me, a lot of goals, guess what? Then you know at some point in that goal, you should have that thing done. And if not, you need to change. In my life, when I started my restaurant, I knew that at some point I should be halfway done. I should be ready to get this thing going to the rest of the way. And if I had to make a adjustment, which I did, a major adjustment, I knew it because I wasn't where I was supposed to be at. And at one point, it was literally, I won't even tell you what it is. It was just major, but I was halfway to where I wanted to go. And even though it was a key component of my restaurant, I had to follow through. I already told everybody I was going to get this thing going. I couldn't stop. Lastly, folks, your long-range goals. How will you know? Your long-range goal is complete when you've hit the end of that goal. Once again, it could be something that is a time-based thing where it's months. Okay. I know for me, losing weight, I will have hit my long-range goal when I hit 40 pounds. Okay. And I've already told you guys, I'm going to hit 40 pounds this year. Okay. I'm going to actually on my personal page, which is on Facebook, just go to Sherman Ray. I'm going to do a daily update of what I'm doing. Okay, I'll do maybe a 1-minute little clip of what I'm actually doing to show you what I'm actually doing, but you're going to know. And I'll get on the scale and you'll see it, but that will be something you'll actually be able to track and say, oh my gosh, this guy's actually doing it. And I'm going to challenge you right now. There are people out there right now who actually want to be a part of this challenge. Okay, I want you, if you want to lose weight, let's do it together. Send me an email at info@blacksuccessmagazine.com and say, Sherman, I'm on board with you. Or put it on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Sherman Ray, or you can go to Black Success Magazine. Any one of those pages will get to me and say, hey, Sherman, I want to join you on losing 40 pounds. Okay, I think it'd be awesome. Let's get an army of people together that are going to lose weight. What do you think about that? I think that'd be just awesome. Be a part of a team of winners that is going to do some great things. Okay. All right. We're done, folks. Once again, if you would like to get a copy of Black Success Magazine, just go to our website, which is blacksuccessmagazine.com, and check it out. It's on the first page. Just go all the way to the bottom of the page, and you can actually flip through it, and they can share it with all your friends. I think that'd be very cool. I'm leaving right now. I've got to go tape a show, Las Vegas Speaks. Very excited about it. But tomorrow, don't miss the show. Tim Sanders is going to be on the show. We'll start about 8:30 in the morning, and you will be able to be wowed by Tim Sanders, former exec over at yahoo.com, personal friend, great guy, just a wonderful human being, and you can check that out. This has been Sherman Ray, Black Success Magazine. the podcast. We will see you again tomorrow, folks, 8:30 in the morning for Black Success Magazine, the podcast. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.